So it all starts off with Deadpool finally meeting Wolverine, but that nigga's dead as hell. Then the TVA pulled up, and Deadpool called him a death by day player. We're not even 20 seconds in, he was already breaking the fourth wall. Let's go, this movie's gonna be fire. The TVA told him to drop his guns, they're about to arrest him. Did these niggas not do their research on Deadpool? Deadpool's the nigga that made Hulk unincredible, and made Spider-Man unspectacular. And then Deadpool starts talking to the camera. These niggas are cooked. I'm about to dap this nigga up and it's over. He dapped up Wolverine and now it's go time. He took a rib off and then killed one. Then he stabbed him in his back and then parried his shot and then headshotted him and kicked it to the other side. Then Deadpool starts whacking these niggas, absolutely going crazy, putting belt to ass. And then he kisses bro on the forehead and then starts dancing on him. He's that one dude that can't take shit serious.
It's kind of homeless.
Then he threw this at him, making him do the ending chopper dance. And then he whacked him. Then he broke his arm, punched him, and then did a pee-pee move on him. And then he emos on his goofy ass. And then he kicked him. And they all come rushing in, but that don't matter because he starts dropping bodies left and right. And then he hit him, sending him to the sky for a little bit and sent him back down. But then after that he puts on the gloves, he's about to get down. I know y'all confused as fuck, I'm just killing niggas. I'll give y'all a rewind on what happened though. And then after that it cuts back to a couple hours ago. And then Deadpool says this.
Those toy Hulk hands, you brace yourself and you ravage the midsection. I get it.
Oh wait a minute, that's a good idea. I'ma go get me a pair now.
What do you mean by that?
And then after that we put Deadpool in a fire edit. Not a hero, you're the worst piece of shit to come out of Canada. Now Deadpool's not playing, he wallbangs his shot and kills him. Get my country's name out your fucking mouth. My sword, nigga. After that, Deadpool's trying to look for Logan. And they finally got Wolverine right. That nigga's short. Like, how is this nigga 5'3" in the comics but 6'2" in the movies? Make it make sense. Oh, you're just a short little nigga, aren't you? Feel the fucking montage, nigga. And he goes to this place with fire. Hey, you got a dragon, nigga? You're gonna tell me what happened right now. Hit him with a right hand and another one and another one. Then he ends up in this place with hella scars. And this nigga's tied up to the fucking wall. Are you okay, nigga? And it cuts to this nigga Wolverine in his iconic outfit. Wait, didn't you fall Hulk in his suit? I am over Jesus, calm down a little bit. And that's crazy, you really got to see the Hulk. Let's go. After that he meets Henry Cavill, Superman. After that he says this feels great. We'll treat you better than the shit fucks across the street. And then he punched him. And he says, give me another drink. I told you, I don't fuck with you, so get the fuck on my bar. And after that he says, get up gang, I need you to save my world. And that nigga started drinking liquor and then fell asleep. And after that he starts going Karen mode because they're trying to destroy his world for no reason. Karen mode, I'm not playing, I'm gonna tell your boss. Then he zapped him. And then Wolverine rushes him, but then he gets zapped. And then after that we see Wolverine walking him down. Don't stand there, pick me up nigga. He takes out his claws and stabs him and picks him up. Then he stabbed his pee-pee and then broke his back. You don't understand? If we don't make it back, then my road's done. I don't give a fuck, bitch. That what you said when you rode one desert. He stabbed him in his back. Then he grabbed that nigga and threw his ass through the wall, making that nigga bump his head. And then they both face off before they get to boxing. Oh shit. Then Wolverine gets into this fire pose. And then he stops on a thing, and in mid-air he grabs the clips, and then after that starts blowing that nigga down. Then he starts crawling to that nigga like a skinwalker and then slices his guns. And then he catches his sword in slow motion and then they start going at it. He caught his claw and then twisted it, but then Wolverine right-handed him. Wolverine starts going crazy, shanking the fuck out this nigga. Then he did a spin-a-roo move on him and then shanked him in his fucking neck. Wolverine started swinging crazy and this nigga did the Spider-Man move. And then he kicked him, making that nigga spin and stabbed him in his back. He stabbed him again and then he pulls out baby knife, but then he gets headbutted. Then he gets stabbed and then tells him to chill. Before they get to talking even more, this random ass nigga pulled up saying, hey. Fight each other, we lose, dumbasses. Oh my god, it's him. Who? It's that nigga. He's one of the best jumpers ever. They're coming. Then the whole game pulls up on him. And then he jumped and did a superhero landing. And then it was Captain America. And he said stay close. And then this nigga started grabbing up all on him. And he gets excited. He's gonna say it, my nigga. Hey, what? Avengers? Flame on! It was Johnny Storm. That's fire. And he blasted him. But this nigga was absorbing his power. And then that nigga fell. And that nigga having no more babies. Then he got knocked out. And then after that they killed Johnny. Later on in the film we learned that this nigga Johnny was actually talking shit. So I guess he didn't kill him, but shit, he didn't have to snitch like that. And then after that they got away from the bald bitch. And then Wolverine said he's poor kid to Johnny. After that he starts yelling at him. You couldn't even save a relationship with a goddamn stripper. Like, damn, you didn't have to do Deadpool like that. And then he says, I'm gonna fight you now. Then he right-handed him. Wolverine hit him back. And again, and then grabbed his head and slammed it. And he kept going, giving that nigga CTE. And he puts the seatbelt on him and stabs him. They're shanking him, but this nigga kicked him out the window. Look at the way this nigga jumped through the window. Who knew he was cooked? He was. That nigga was stabbing the fuck out of him. Threw that nigga out the car. Then Deadpool gets back up and then goes in for more. Jumping into the window, kicking him and putting his head on the hood and stabbing him. He grabs his arm and then breaks it. Had that nigga screaming. Then after that he stabs his hand and head. And then he kneed him 2 times. And then he kicked him. Hey, I might have not saved the relationship with a hooker, but at least I beat your ass, nigga. Oh, you son of a bitch. Then he attacked him. And then they started going crazy, fighting all the way into the next day. And someone pulled up. And look at this, they did Deadpool bad. Then they took them away. They wake up at this random place. And then this nigga wakes up saying Thor. Niggas have to have a connection. Earlier in the movie, Thor was crying over Deadpool. Hopefully we get to see why he was crying in Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. And then we see Elektra. Yeah, I wasn't that hyped. So this nigga pulled up. Blade, shit got me hyped. That scene gives me the shivers every time I watch it. And while Blade was over farming, this nigga Gambit pulled up. He's for real the second funniest nigga in this movie. While they're getting each other hyped to go fight the bald bitch, this nigga Gambit says the most randomest shit. Yes, I was born ready.
I ain't know my daddy, but I'm sure I shot out of his hip ready. Yeah, he was laying them buttery nuts all up in my mama, and I shot up there and I said, what's up, doc?
Bro, Gambit was just saying shit. But shit, I can't say none. His acting was so good that now he's in Avengers Doomsday. And I would get into the other scene, but that shit was pretty mid, so I'm not gonna get into it. So we're gonna go straight to the final battle. After that, he starts tapping the 4th wall and he laughs and says, I could do that too. The proposal. Nigga, what? Bitch, that's what you think I do? And then Lady Pooh pulled up and she wasn't alone. She brought the whole gang with her. How are they gonna get through all those Deadpools? Deadpool talks to them, trying to get them on his side.
Hey, we don't give a fuck. Shut your little bitch ass up, nigga.
No. The whole multiverse thing. Miss after miss. I think it's been good since Endgame. Don't care, we gon' kill y'all bitch ass. Then they started shooting them, using this nigga as a shield. Then Ice Pool bad. It's over for this nigga. This nigga gonna be dead as hell. Even the dog knew he was cooked. He picks that nigga up and gets that nigga shot up. This nigga was talking to him while he was getting blicked down. Look at all these shots for one nigga. While the whole universe is on the verge of ending, decide to aura farm and walk in slow motion. Then he puts on his max, and now it's time to get to boxing. Like, get down, they're about to go to war. He stabbed her gut and then headshotted her. And then a whole army of Deadpool started rushing in, and then they started getting thrown left and right. And then Deadpool headshot him. Deadpool is 1v6ing these niggas. God, I wish I was deaf. Kinda feel bad for her. She's probably confused on what she's hearing right now. He stabbed him and shot him with his own gun. He sliced him and shot him and then kicked him and then stabbed him in his neck. Stealing jokes from Michael Myers. Then they start to kill everybody on the bus, doing them bad. And in any superhero movie, there's always that one cinematic scene. They jump out the window. And man, this looked like a good scene until this nigga fell. And they go to the TVA and he scares that nigga. Look what Deadpool says.
It's really intimidating, huh? It's like Batman, except he can move his neck. Okay.
After that, they start talking about who's gonna make the sacrifice. And Wolverine does it. And after that, he got whacked. He put that nigga back in, trapping himself. This nigga's minutes away from dying, and this nigga does the most stupidest shit. This nigga starts flying. And then after that, this nigga started walking down the stairs. And said peekaboo. But yeah, that's the end. They killed the bald bitch. And I'm gonna be posting another Spider-Man video next month. So stay tapped in. And my scary movie video did pretty well. So I'm gonna be doing a haunted house video next.